Hey everyone, thank you for joining. Today's lesson, I will call this lesson 1, beginner lesson. So we've gotten through lesson 0, so we've gotten through tuning our guitar. So this assumes you know how to tune your guitar and that your guitar is in tune, standard tuning. Today we're going to go over 3 chords. We're going to go over G, C, and D. These 3 chords are potentially the most commonly used chords. They're in so many different songs. There's a lot of songs that only use these 3 chords. So learning these 3 chords will really get you started down the path of learning guitar and open up a lot of doors. So I'm going to go through how to play these chords. We've got the chord charts there that you can look at as well. I'm going to go over the mistakes you don't want to make when starting out playing these chords as well. And we'll go over a quick little song you can play with these 3 chords at the end. Alright, so let's start with a G. That's how it's going to sound. Okay, so we start with our middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E string. Then we will have our index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, so the 2nd string here. If you want to, once you have those 2 fingers there, just go ahead and strum the first 3 strings there. If you get that clean sound, then you're good. Okay. Then we're going to have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. That is the 5th string here. And then our pinky finger will go onto the 3rd fret of the high E string, which is the 6th string. So once you have those there, what you want to do is just hit each of these strings, make sure they're all ringing out. If you get them all ringing out like that, then you've got your fingers in the right place. A lot of times you'll hear that kind of muted sound there, and that's because you've got either fingers too close to this little nut here that's not in the middle of the frets, or you've got your posture's not quite right and it's leaning back against another string here. So you really want to make sure that you've got your fingers arched up there pretty well. And you're going to have to press them down. It may hurt a little bit, but it'll callus over and it'll be fine. Alright, so that is your G. Okay. Then we have a C. Okay, so with a C, we're starting on the A string here. Excuse me, so we've got our ring finger, 3rd fret of the A string here. Middle finger is on the 2nd fret of the D. And index is on the 1st fret of the B. And again, you want to do the same thing where you go. You want to make sure they're ringing out. You want to make sure you can hear each note very clearly. And it may take some time to get used to that, and that's perfectly fine. So when we play the C, you're not going to hit the low E string. You're going to start with this A and go all the way to the high E. And then we have a D. Okay, so for the D, this is the D string here, the 3rd string. That is open, so we do not have any fingers on that string. Now we've got index finger on the 2nd fret of the G, ring finger on the 3rd of the B, and middle finger on the 2nd of the E. Oop. When you hear that, so I'm trying to hit the D string here, but the way I've got my index finger, I'm leaning up against that D, and that screws up the whole thing. So you want to make sure that this index finger is only on that D, only on the G. You don't want it to be leaning over into your B, or sorry, into the D. And that's what you want it to sound like. And there's a D. Alright, so go through this again. So go through this again, starting with the G. C. And D. Okay, so the transition, getting from one chord to the next, when you watch people that have been playing it for a long time, it looks extremely easy. If you find that it is not easy to transition from one chord to the next, don't get frustrated. All of this takes time, unless you're a prodigy. And if you're a prodigy, you're probably not watching this video. If you are, thanks. So remember, it takes time. It's not supposed to be easy to learn this instrument, but with the right tools and the right understanding, it does get a lot easier, and it's just a lot of fun, a lot of fun. All right, so if you get comfortable starting with this G, you get that G chord down. When you're going to go switch to a C, you're gonna move that index finger from the 2nd fret here of your A, move that to the 1st fret of the B, then go ahead and move your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the D, and your ring to the 3rd fret here on the A. And go as slow as you absolutely need to. So again, you're going to want to go ahead and practice that a lot until you get very, very comfortable with that. And once you get comfortable with it, you'll be able to move. So in the beginning I was playing Weezer, actually, the Sweater song, which, easy version, it is just these 3 chords. those 3 chords and you can play that entire song. So again, practice it, keep working on it. I really appreciate you guys watching. Please leave any feedback, comments below. If you have any questions, anything else that you would like to see, please let me know. And we'll see you again soon.